Sonnet 49 by William Shakespeare, 1565 to 1616. Against that time, if ever that time come, when I shall see thee frown on my defects, when as thy love hath cast his utmost sum, called to that audit by advis'd respects, against that time when thou shalt strangely pass, and scarcely greet me with that sun, thine eye, when love converted from the thing it was shall reasons find of settled gravity, against that time I do ensconce me here within the knowledge of my own desert, and this my hand against myself uprear, to guard the lawful reasons on thy part, to leave poor me. Thou hast the strength of laws, since why to love I can allege no cause. Okay, this is a sonnet by William Shakespeare, the Bard of Stratford-upon-Avon, to the fair youth. And this is a sonnet where Shakespeare's saying what's going to happen when the fair youth realizes that I'm not worthy of him. When the fair youth realizes that he shouldn't love me, that he's too good for me, because here Shakespeare clearly thinks that the fair youth is too good for Shakespeare, and Shakespeare's wondering or writing about the day that the fair youth goes off him, because Shakespeare thinks it'll be perfectly reasonable for the fair youth to go off him, because simply the fair youth is just too good for Shakespeare. So against that time, if ever that time come, so against that moment, in preparation for that moment, if ever that moment comes, if it ever should come, when I shall see thee frown on my defects, when you realize my defects, you realize the things that are bad with me, the things that are wrong with me, you frown on my defects, you see all the bad things in me. When as thy love hath cast his utmost sum, called to that audit by advis'd respects. So this is a financial metaphor, and it's saying it's as if you finish weighing up the money, all of the sums, you're an accountant and there's an audit, and an audit has been called because you realize your respected position in society, and you think, how can I be with him? And you audit, you weigh up all of the different things, you weigh up the flaws and shortcomings of Shakespeare against the benefits, and then you realize very clearly that, well, that Shakespeare's just not worth it. Against that time when thou shalt strangely pass, so against that day when you just walk past me as if you were a stranger, and scarcely greet me with that sun, thine eye, and you scarcely say hello to me, you scarcely even look at me with your eye, with the beautiful sun of your eye, when your love has gone. When love converted from the thing it was shall find reasons of settled gravity. So when love has gone from what it was, that the love you felt for me, and shall find real reasons, it shall find the real foundation that there is no reason to love me, that you will find reason in ignoring me. Against that time I do ensconce me here. So against that day, I hereby set down, within the knowledge of mine own desert, that I know you will desert me. I know that I'm going to be deserted, and this my hand against myself uprear, to guard the lawful reasons on my part. So I'm going to set down here that it is reasonable for you to leave me. It's reasonable for you not to love me. It's reasonable for you to desert me. And I want to write this down here. I want to set it down in preparation for the day. I swear that I will defend you. I will defend your reasons, to guard the lawful reasons on thy part. So my hand against myself uprear. I swear, my hand I lift up to protect the reasonable reasons on your part, and not say you're being unfair. To leave me poor, thou hast the strength of laws. So it's it's a legal decision. It's legally obvious. You have the strength of law, literally, to leave me without you, because you are so much better than me. Since why to love I can allege no cause. Since I can't understand why someone as fantastic as you would actually want to love me, I can't allege a cause, a reason why you should love me. So I think it's perfectly reasonable for you to leave me. And Shakespeare saying that when the day comes that the fair youth no longer loves him, and the fair youth realizes Shakespeare's flaws, and he realizes that Shakespeare must be has got to be left, that Shakespeare will support him in that, because he has he's completely right. So notice in this sonnet we have these financial metaphors that, like an audit, and then we go on to the legal metaphors. I against this my hand myself uprear, the lawful reasons, the strength of law, I can allege no cause. So this is saying that that it's perfectly reasonable for the fair youth to turn away from Shakespeare, because Shakespeare has a low opinion of him and such a high opinion of the youth. So anyway, enough. If you enjoyed the video, give it a rating, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you soon. Bye for now. Sonnet 49 by William Shakespeare.